Waiting for all these things to go online. Usually takes a minute. Usually takes a minute. Doesn't take this long. There it goes. All right. Twitch is still getting ready here. We're about to kick it off. Kick it off. Here we go. Welcome back to Star Wars Nerds Unite, a discussion and review podcast focused on Star Wars. I'm your host, Tim Van Autrive. Joining me, as always, Josh the Tosh, internet famous Mason.
Hello.
And Jennifer. She's going to put in a Michael Jordan-like flu game for those of you that are basketball fans. She's feeling ill, but she's gonna podcast anyway, and she's gonna score like almost 50 points.
Hi.
It's gonna be amazing. Okay, today we're talking about The Mandalorian Season 1, Chapter 7, The Reckoning. It was written by Jon Favreau, and you could tell it was important because they did a recap beforehand of previous episodes, which they had not done before, and then they started the podcast or the episode. So it starts off with the Mandalorian flying around in his ship, and he's got a message from Greef Karga, which was his old bounty hunter dude that gave him the bounties. I guess Karga, his town, got completely overrun with Imperials after the Mandalorian left, and the Greef says that in exchange for Mandalorian coming and taking care of the Imperials, he will allow them to live in peace. So basically, they're good with the guild. So Karga was planning to actually kill the Mandalorian, but you don't find that out until a little later.
It was all a trap.
Right. So Cara Dune and Quill got recruited by the Mandalorian.
There was a montage.
Well, there was a montage when he recruited
Cara Dune and who?
Quill, the Ugnaught.
Rides the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there was a montage. He recuperated the IG-11 droid, and Mandalorian was all freaked out because the IG-11 droid had originally been programmed to kill the child, and so Mandalorian hates this droid automatically. But the droid was a nice droid now.
Well, he hates all droids.
And he does, but he especially hates this one, even though it serves tea. So what happens next? They fly to Navarro, which is the planet, and they meet up with Karga and a couple other bounty hunters, and they're going to approach the city from the other side or something. So they're camping out at night, and these two flying reptile bird things come in and slice up Greef Karga on his arm, and it poisons him, and they fight him off, and they fly away. And the child heals Karga's wound, and then Karga's like, whoa, this child's legit. I'm not going to betray the Mandalorian anymore. New plan. So he shoots his two bounty hunter pals and actually teams up with the Mandalorian. And so their new plan is they're going to come in and pretend that Cara Dune had captured the Mandalorian and was turning him in with the child. And then the Imperial, whatever, I don't even remember the Imperial's name or if it's even important, but the main Imperial guy that was getting the child turned over to him gets a call. He answers the call, and it's Moff Gideon. And Moff Gideon is like, did you check for the child? And the guy's like, yep, we've got it. And the guy's like, you might want to double check. And then starts shooting into the cantina that they're sitting in and blasts it all to pieces and kills all the Imperials. But it was other Imperials that actually did this, which is crazy. And then Moff Gideon flies in on his TIE fighter that folds up to sort of land. And then Moff Gideon floats up out of there's some platform that pulls him up out. And then somehow he magically teleports off of this huge TIE fighter down onto the ground in seconds. Little theatrical magic.
He's got Death Troopers with him.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
another
Tim, you
big
are on
plot
camera.
twist.
What are you trying to say?
You're like just picking your teeth and stuff.
You have a problem with me just picking my teeth?
Well, you're on camera. I don't know if you forgot that you started the whole camera stream or not, but you're picking your nose and picking your teeth and.
I'm not picking my nose. My nose itches.
Okay,
Jeez
that's
Louise.
Max's favorite excuse.
Well,
My nose itches.
it does itch.
I was just scratching it.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, so then 2 scout troopers intercept a call from the Mandalorian to Quill where he's saying, get to the ship as fast as possible. So the scout troopers are gunning their...
They're on scout bikes.
Yeah, they're on the scout bikes and they're gunning their engines and they're catching up with Quill, who's on one of the beasts. And he's going as fast as he can, galloping. And then you find out that Quill has hit the ground and the child is on the ground and a scout trooper grabs it. And,
He's in like a little satchel.
yeah. And so that's how the episode ends. And this is the first episode that ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So you know it's a big deal when it's a 2-parter.
It was essentially the first half of the finale.
That it was. So that was the episode. Thoughts?
I remember it being. I didn't rewatch it recently, but I remember when. What's his name? Quill?
Yes. Quill.
When they were chasing him, it was just very, very dramatic. Like, it was
Tense.
so much tension, and you were like, oh my god, is he gonna make it? Because he's very likable, and he was trying so hard to save the child and get there. That was a good scene.
He was close. He was so close to the ship,
And he didn't make it. He's dead.
but no cigar.
Did he die in this one, or did you just ruin it?
No, I mean, he's dead. You don't see him again.
I know it. I couldn't remember if he found out he was dead yet, or if it was in the next one.
He doesn't. We find out. The viewer finds out that he's dead because he slumps over to the ground. But no other characters have figured out that he's dead yet. But they will in the shocking finale.
I forgot the next episode was the finale. That's getting me hyped. Getting me hyped.
Well, it was a two. Like I said, it was a 2-part finale, basically. And I'm pretty sure they both released on the same day. So you could watch them as one full-length experience.
We probably didn't do that.
No, because you guys were way behind.
Yeah, we're always behind. And this episode was written by Jon Favreau.
And so this was the first time we actually saw Gideon.
Yeah.
They had talked about him. You know, he'd been a character that existed in the world, but you never saw him until this point in the show.
He's played by Giancarlo. What's his last name?
Esposito. Gus Fring.
Yeah, Gus.
Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad.
For those of you who watch Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. He's such a good actor. Like,
Yeah.
he's so good at that dry role. I'm scared of him.
Well, he does some more scary stuff in the next episode and in season 2. That's probably a spoiler. Sorry, everyone. The main bad guy survives into season 2.
What? That's not really a spoiler.
I mean, it sort of is. We haven't reviewed. For the people in 2043 who haven't watched the series yet, and they're listening to this podcast, and they're using it as a companion as they watch the series, it's kind of a spoiler. Oh, Tim's typing. There must be somebody in the chat.
There is.
Wow.
Megan has entered the chat.
How's it going? But yeah, his reveal, the fact that he had Death Troopers. There's some other weird stuff that I remember about the episode, like the guy, and I think we already talked about this in a previous episode, but the creepy doctor dude was back.
Creepy doctor dude.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't in this episode.
I thought he was. He was
Nah.
with the client.
No.
I thought he was.
No, he's just I think just the client.
He's in the
showed up.
next one then.
I think so.
Yeah, because they try to suck the force out of Baby Yoda.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's in season 2. I may be spoiling things all over the
You
place.
might be.
This has been years since I've watched this.
Okay. Another thing that happened in the episode was Quill rebuilt the
He
child.
reprogrammed.
He built a brand new
pod thing.
for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
child, and it was more reinforced and more comfortable.
More put together for the rough and tumble world of going through the galaxy with a Mandalorian.
And it later saves his life.
Yeah.
Oh, more spoilers.
Spoilers everywhere. It's hard to keep track of all this stuff.
Yeah, super hard.
But it was a pretty action-packed episode. Like, it was very straightforward. Good action. Good plot. It was a good episode.
Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm ready for more. Normally now we would do letters, but we don't have any because we haven't been
You've been
releasing
saying
the
that
episodes.
for like 4 episodes now.
Yeah, things were a lot different when the podcast had letters.
So this is the first episode where the cameras are working, right? When we're actually live streaming with audio.
Potentially. We think it's working. Have you guys been seeing all the Star Wars Celebration stuff?
No.
It's in like 2 weeks.
No.
Is it in?
It's in Anaheim.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are we gonna go?
No, Nolan had talked about maybe going, but they're not. I think they. I don't remember. Canceled their tickets or something.
Well, there was going to be one last year, and then it got canceled.
Maybe
I guess
that's what
it's
he was
more
talking
than a
about.
month away. It's a month away. But there's lots of stuff that's... There's rumors they're going to announce another trilogy of movies. Like another... Whether it's a sequel or a totally separate thing. Who knows?
Wow.
But... Big news about that. There's going to be a big to-do about the Obi-Wan series.
I was gonna say, did they talk about Obi-Wan a lot?
Megan Valentine, she says she was gonna go but had to cancel. She's so sad.
Yeah.
So she can hear us.
Yeah,
Audio must
clearly.
be working then.
Yeah, we
Good.
have somebody in the stream and we're live chatting with them.
Good.
Yep. We're a fully sophisticated video podcast now.
There's been lots of rumors about Daisy Ridley coming back for a show, maybe, or John Boyega coming back for a show. There's lots of show rumors as well on Disney Plus. Obviously, Mandalorian season 3 is pretty big. It's gonna come out in the fall, I think. So they'll probably have lots of announcements at Celebration.
Mandalorian season 3 is starting in the fall.
Yeah.
Like right after Obi-Wan, you think? Because Obi-Wan starts like May.
Obi-Wan's only like 6 episodes.
Okay. It starts like the
It
end
ends
of May.
the premiere is the Friday night of Celebration. So May 23rd or something, 24th.
It starts the 27th, I think. What are you doing?
Moving your pop filter so people can see your face.
Does that make the pop filter useless?
Well, no, you want the pop filter just to be in front of the mic. It doesn't have to be like
It doesn't have
this
to be
far
in
away
front-
from
yeah,
the mic.
Okay.
It's in front of the mic. It's fine.
And these mics already sort of have sort of a pop filter built in, but it's like an extra layer so that when you spit all over, it doesn't make popping noises. Or if you try to breathe on the mic, it helps prevent popping noises.
Megan says it sounds good.
Good.
It always sounds good. We have good audio.
Yeah, we do. Typically. Something we strive for.
We are going to be in Disney in 10 days for
Disney World.
Disney World. Not Disney Plus.
No, Disneyland. There's two
Oh.
totally disparate Disney
Not
locales.
Disney Paris.
Well,
Disney-
Disneyland is where Celebration's gonna be.
So get this. We're going to be in Disney World on May 4th.
Oh man,
But Disney World isn't doing anything super cool for May 4th,
I'm sure
from what I can tell.
yeah, I'm sure it's just a regular Tuesday.
Effectively, what they're doing is they have all these like special meals that you can have. Like they have special food and special drinks that are supposed
Just
to be
inside-
only this one day.
Just inside
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be all this special food for the 50th celebration, and you said it was like, bleh, like, wasn't that special.
No, I said the food was delicious. But it was like, I expected more. I don't know. I just expected there to be more to do. I
don't
guess.
know. Disney's got it all figured out. They'll get people to show up to buy like 8 pins. And they're like, they got new pins. We got to go. Let's schedule a vacation for these 8 ceramic pins.
But the pins are sweet.
Okay.
We don't do the pins anymore. Never really have.
Megan says Disneyland is doing a Star Wars thing. So we're going the wrong way.
There you go.
Or maybe you just didn't look at the right place.
I guess maybe I could have. I don't know.
I didn't look into this.
I mean,
I
Universal
Googled-
Studios isn't doing anything. So I just assumed that meant Disney World wasn't.
I'll have to look it up. But we don't have park tickets for the 3rd or the 4th, I mean. Because that's the day we actually fly in. So we weren't going to go that day unless there was something really special going on.
Is it just going to be you guys, Max and Nora, or are more people going?
Paige, because Paige is in cheer too this
Oh,
year.
sure.
Yeah, so just us and just the 5 of us.
And they're just going to ditch you and hang out with their teammates.
Yeah, so it's weird. Nora and Paige and me are on like this cheer package. So everything like revolves around the cheer competition. So Tim and Max are just going along for the ride. They're not even, I didn't even say that they were going. So we're just, he's going to have to use one of my old magic bands to get in or something. And then since we're coming in on Wednesday, we have all day Thursday to do whatever we want, and then the cheer stuff starts Friday. They've got a whole day of like practice and pictures and team dinner and all this stuff, and so me and Tim and Max are just gonna have like a day to do whatever on Friday, and then Tim and Max are not gonna go to the competition, I think. So Saturday and Sunday we'll be at the competition at the ESPN complex like all day, and then Tim and Max are just gonna go to like the Lego store and go to pools and ride the monorail and stuff like that. I asked Max today, he said he was excited to go, and I said, what do you want to do? Because I didn't buy him any tickets yet, because it's kind of like...
He doesn't need any yet, does he?
Oh yeah, we've had to pay for tickets for years for him. He's 4.
I thought it was 4
It's
and under.
2 and under.
Mm.
It sucks. And so I don't want to buy a bunch of tickets, because usually when I get the tickets, then he doesn't want to be there. He wants to be at the hotel. So I haven't bought anything yet. So I asked him today, like, what do you want to do? And he said, I love riding the bus. And I was like, well, you'll definitely get to ride a bus.
And then I suggested that he loved the monorail too, which he agreed to. So
Don't need tickets for either of those things.
But I mean, I know
That's true.
once we get there, me and Nora and Paige keep leaving, because we had to get park tickets with our package.
Yeah.
Like they force you to all get the same thing. So there's going to be days we do that, and then he's going to be mad.
He's
But
going to
then-
get sick of hanging out with just me.
He's
And
going to be
there's
mad.
only so
but
much
then when
resort
as
hopping
soon
we can
as
do.
we get, like, the second we get to the parks, he's going to get hot and tired and bored and say, I want to go to the hotel.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah. He's been to Disney so many times, and he doesn't really ever seem that happy when we're actually there. But I took him to the Pumpkin Festival
And he
last
loved it?
fall. I've never seen him so happy in his life.
It's a
He
carnival,
was
local carnival.
out of his mind over these carnival rides, and he was like acted like he grew like 3 years that night. Like he was all of a sudden wanted to get on everything by himself, and he was just laughing and was like ecstatic.
Mhm.
It was, a million times happier than he was at Disney World anytime he's ever been there. And it was just this tiny little carnival. Just like
we
the little
got Good
train.
Neighbor Days coming up.
Well, there's supposed to be. That's the way the Fantasyland area, or not Fantasyland.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a carnival. It's called
The-
Fantasyland.
No, that's
It's
over.
called Western Land or something now, isn't it?
I don't remember.
You're talking
what it's
about
called now.
Frontierland?
Frontierland?
Fron-
the one
no.
in Disney World. In Magic
I
Kingdom.
am right. It's Fantasyland. No, it's where Mickey and Minnie used to be. It's the big top area.
Right.
It's supposed to be
Next to
the
Dumbo.
ride where that's
stuff.
where
Mm-hmm.
the kids are
The
supposed to be able to play.
Barnstormer. And
The last time we were
Yeah,
there, a
the-
ton of the stuff was closed. And like there's a train ride that you can take and it goes all the way around the park. It's super cool. Like that's the area that you're
In
supposed
that
to
area, the only thing that they had open was Dumbo and the little kid roller coaster. And he did like that roller coaster. I was surprised. So there's just that. The only rides that he likes is Aladdin and Dumbo. And they're the exact same thing with just a different character on it. That's
It's-
it. That's all he wants to. That's it.
I've been looking it up. They're not doing anything. They're going to have special merchandise. That's it. For May the 4th.
told you.
It's lame.
All right. Well, I think we've said our piece on Mandalorian season 1, episode 7. Unless anybody has anything to add. Jenny, do you want to go into all your health woes? We have probably 20
Well,
minutes.
you probably noticed I wasn't doing the synopsis. You had to suffer.
You've been
through
talking
10.
a lot for not being able to talk.
Yeah. I guess I probably could have done it. I've been
She
having
just didn't want to.
I've been having a lot of trouble with my ears. I already had hearing loss to start with, and I had a hearing aid consult. I was supposed to go to this year, and I was rescheduled for this month, but then I got this horrible 2 really bad colds back to back, and my ears got a lot of fluid and infection on both sides, and I couldn't hear anything, and I still can't hear anything, and I can't really regulate my volume very well. Like, people tell me I'm whispering when I'm talking, or
I've been telling you that for years.
I know, but now it's really true because other people are like, I can't hear anything you're saying, and I feel like I'm yelling. And so
it's
it's
usually
just
the opposite, isn't it? Where like you think you're talking soft, so you overcompensate.
I
Yeah.
know it doesn't make any sense. Because
this is
my
the loudest she's ever
internal
talked, unless she's yelling at someone.
my internal, like when I'm breathing and eating right now with my ears all plugged up, it's like it's amplified. Like my own volume to me is really loud, but then I can't hear anything else, and my ear is really blocked, and I've had to go to the doctor a few times already, and I might have to go back soon, and I might have to get surgery for tubes and stuff. But it's just really disorienting, and they're really plugged up, and I can't hear. So I didn't want to do the synopsis because I thought I wouldn't be able to talk that long, but apparently I could have done
you've
it
been
because I've been
rattling off the
rambling
hits.
about nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, well now that we've had that health update from Jenny and her
That's why-
talking
that's
about
why it's a
Disney
flu
World
game.
like she does in every single
Oh
episode.
yeah, that's why you were.
You
talking
guys
about
live
the
at
flu
Disney
game.
World
Yeah, we do.
for 2 more years.
Letters at StarWarsNerdsUnite.com. You can email us and we will read your letter on the era. We're everywhere on the internet. Everywhere cool anyway. And the uncool spots.
We didn't talk about. Did you see they announced the next UCS and it's super lame?
Oh yeah, the land speeder.
Yeah. What a lame, stupid set.
Megan says she's not going to write us because she was here. That's funny. Okay. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you.